And this one is scaring the shit out of me right here. The next one.
I have quite a few of these articles here. We'll see what we can get.
Pull up the one that has like the 14,000% increase. Let's do that one first before we
do that one.
Yeah. First? Oh my God, that one's terrifying.
Yeah. So, official data links 143,233% cancer. RCM, thank you. Links 143,233% RCM surge. That is random cellular mutation.
No, yeah.
Runaway
random cellular mutations.
Runaway cellular mutations is the word that we're using here in place of what you see on your screen.
The C word.
Yes. So 143,233% RCM surge to shots.
And what's the date on this
March 16th.
March 16th. What day? That was 3 days ago. And have we heard anything in the news about this? No. Go back to the top. Let's see that number again.
Why?
Because it's terrifying. 143,233%. Do you have any idea how fucked up that is?
It's almost as if It's almost as if it was deliberate.
Yeah.
Almost as if it was deliberate. Bombshell official government data has finally confirmed what many people long suspected, that shots are responsible for skyrocketing cases of deadly RCM. In the United States, RCM is the second leading cause of death. The leading cause of death, of course, is heart disease, which also mysteriously spiked dramatically when the things were rolled out in 2021. Gosh, what a coincidence. Now, new data shows that RCM has been on the rise as a result of the experimental injections. Official U.S. government data confirms the risk of developing RCM increases by a shocking 143,233% following one of these voluntary, free, provided for you by your government out of the love of their hearts vaccinations.
Wow.
143,233% increase in RCMs.
Yeah, and we have to cup the mic just to make it so you guys understand that this is serious shit here. This is serious. We're not fucking around.
I would cup the mic when I was telling somebody to do something and I needed them to do it. I need to unask that area right now. Get out.
Well, it's better to cup the mic than cup the balls.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to award yourself a homo suspicion point there, Jimmy.
What?
You mean I gotta play this one?
You are fined 1 homo suspicion point for violation of the man code morality statute.
I love it.
I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Right.
So the VAERS reporting system, everybody knows about the VAERS reporting system because of this. We learned about this. If you didn't do your homework, it's not my problem. Go look it up if you don't know what it is. VAERS is hosted by the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Now, there's an oxymoron. Contains historical data on adverse reactions reported against every vaccine that has ever been administered in America. I need to do a dive on that data.
Well, do you remember the flu debacle in the 70s?
Yeah.
They had what? 1,050. I don't even remember how many people died, but it wasn't a big number, and they completely pulled it. They're like, "Oh, this is bad," and they literally took it off the shelves, and they're like, "We fucked up."
Yeah. Yes.
And quite literally, now we're seeing second and third order of effects after the poke and smoke. This is gonna go on for decades.
143,233% increase in RCMs. The VAERS database shows the number of RCM cases reported as adverse reactions to the injections since they were first rolled out in the USA. The data reveals that from December 2020, you ready? Better be sitting down, might want to get a drink. From December 2020 up to August 5th, a total of 2,579 adverse events related to RCM were made in just 1 year and 8 months. Additionally, the database shows the number of RCM cases reported as adverse events to all other available vaccines between 2008 and 2020. The data reveals that there were just 791 adverse events related to RCM during the entire previous period of 13 years.
All right, read that again. Just so it sinks in. Sometimes stupid doesn't stick on the first pass.
Stupid does not always stick on the first.
Data revealed there were 791 adverse related cancers during the entire period of 13 years.
Whereas during the period after the injections, the data revealed that from December 2020 up to August 5th, 2022, a total of, that's a period of 1 year,
1.3
8 months.
Yeah.
1 year, 8 months, a total of 2,579 adverse events related to RCM were made in just 1 year and 8 months. For those of you who came in late, RCM is runaway cellular mutation. You typically get it in your prostate, breasts, nose, places like that. You get the idea. RCM.
Yes. And if you let it go too far, it will kill you.
The data revealed there were just 791 adverse events related to cancer during an entire period of 13 years. Many would argue, without backing their claim up with the evidence, that this is simply due to the volume of COVID injections administered compared to all other vaccines.
Here's another thing we actually need to bring to light here. If you were one of the individuals out there who took your child in there to get this vaccine, and then sometime in their early teens, they develop like leukemia or some other horrible cancer, you're going to have to ask yourself, is it because of this, or is it something that was supposed to happen? I'm going to err on the side of that is usually exceedingly rare, and if it happens on the regular, you might want to get a little pissed off about it. I'm just saying.
Yep. I cannot wait until about 10 years down the road if this world is still a world, this country is still a country, and we get the lawyer commercials. Did you take the certain poke and smokes during this certain time of period and their boosters? You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Yeah, and we all know that'll be peanuts by then.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
You'll get like a $300 payout, and the lawyer will walk away with millions of dollars. That's how that works. By the way.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
So the data shows the total number of flu vaccine doses administered in 13 full flu seasons from the 2008-2009 to the 2019-2020 season. The data has been extracted from the CDC database and is found here. There's a link in the article. Jimmy, will you post a link to this article in the chats, please?
Let's see here. Which one are we on?
SlateNews.com.
Slate News.
Yep. Data links. Cancer surge, COVID.
God damn, this is just.
Yep. Let me find that real quick. I will put that in the chat.
There's a link to the extracted data from the CDC database. It's about 3/4 of the way down the page.
Yeah.
But all links are all available on redoculus.com. If I cannot find it and I cannot get it posted,
We are not going to click that link because we are running short on.
We are running short on time. Anyway. 1.72 billion doses of the flu vaccine were administered in the United States. The CDC also confirms that there were just 64 events related to RCM reported as adverse reactions to the influenza jab.
Yep.
So,
well, first of all, whenever you modulate your immune system, you have to understand that at any given moment, there is cancer growing in your meat suit. And it is your own body's defenses that clears that out. Literally, one of your cells goes retarded, and your body's like, oh, we're going to have to club him into submission and recycle his ass. If that doesn't happen, well, then you go. It's a runaway reaction. Oh, that's just heartbreaking. Look at that little girl there.
It makes me angry every time I see a picture like that. Yeah. A genomics expert has just given explosive testimony before Massachusetts legislature. These testimonies should be easy to find. This isn't clickbait. This isn't just random fear porn that we're putting up here. Kevin McNernan, I know that name, and the other doctor's name as well. These guys did testify, and they detailed the chilling discovery he's made during the injections. McKernan told lawmakers that shots are a major RCM risk and officials must stop cold. hit the brakes, he urged the legislature. The sequence that's in those doses at billions of copies per dose interacts with the P53 gene. There's a tumor suppressor gene. This is a tumor suppressor gene, so anything that interacts as a contaminant to the gene is a red flag. You've got billions of copies of something that interact with our tumor suppressor system. Basically, what he's saying here is the inherent hardwiring we have to fight diseases like RCM is locked to this gene in ways that I don't understand because I'm not a scientist, but I can understand the basic principle of it. So if you get something, this gene, P53, is going around, it's doing its thing, and this mRNA latches onto it, and
it can't do its
for
job.
Hypothetical purposes, drags it down, and it can't do its job.
Yeah.
Your body starts to produce cancers.
Or more than usual.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is where we are now. And the crazy thing is,
you want to talk about twisted. This is what, the last one?
From a week ago.
Yeah.
This is going to be our last one of the night for this.
So Pfizer's having financial difficulty because they can't push their poison anymore.
Pop, this is all conspiracy theory. None of this is true. The shots don't cause RCM. That's stupid, and you're dumb.
Yeah. So now they're going to double down and make even more money curing the problem that they created.
Yes. If a company that does things like this suddenly pivots when the data starts to come out that its product is producing RCM, it is basically a confession, and this is from a week ago. Pfizer bets on cancer drugs to recover from rapid decline of COVID business. Pfizer is pushing to be more involved in cancer drugs after a turbulent year marked by the rapid decline of its COVID business. During a 4-hour investor event last week, Pfizer pushed its initiative to accelerate breakthroughs that help people with cancer globally live better and longer lives. The drug maker has ramped up its efforts to outdo RCM since it acquired oncology biotech firm Seagen for $43 billion in December. Where did it get that $43 billion?
Oh yeah. What I think you and I both.
Yeah, taxpayer money.
I think everyone paid. Yeah. There
Transfer of
They'll
wealth.
just print more money. Well, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? The acquisition doubled Pfizer's RCM drug pipeline to 60 different experimental programs. 60 different experimental programs, CNBC reported. While the company has said that it can produce at least 8 blockbuster medicines by 2030. 2030. Now, there's a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting date. I'd like to point out that CNBC, a noted leftist media organization, is reporting this.
Yes.
For any of you out there who are going, you can't trust that, this is their media reporting it.
Yeah. This is Communist News Network reporting this.
It wasn't immediately clear which drugs Pfizer believes could offer up the potential to outdo RCM. The analysts have advised it will take a few years for some of the company's RCM drugs that are currently in mid-stage development. These things take years. I moved the whole table when I said that because I'm so mad.
Oh, let's just say it takes a minimum of at least a decade and a half.
It takes them years to develop this, and they had the crap they stuck in your child, your mother, your grandfather. They had that in less than a year, and it was out for because it takes them 3 months to produce anything.
Could it be that certain labs that were tinkering with certain viruses already made vaccines for said tinkered viruses?
Are you talking about the certain labs in a certain country?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes. That that Fauci said didn't exist, but yet they do.
I'm at a point right now, and sit down, FBI, special agents, frickin' frack, I'm just running my suck, where I am mad enough that could I hypothetically
Careful.
walking right up to the line and going,
Walking right up to the line and poking it with the stick.
I would like to vividly and vigorously reminisce about some of the things that I used to do back in the military with some of the people involved in this and actually get the correct story from them.
That would be cool.
Not for them. It
Why
would
not?
it would not be fun for them.
No,
Not be fun.
But Listen, when enough people have died and people will wake up, and when they wake up, they're going to be monumentally pissed, especially if they crash the economy and we have a bunch of civil war or combat actions taking place because of all of the illegal aliens that they imported in here.
Yeah.
So
I saw some in Detroit today. We had 4 Congolese, and I know what they look like. I specifically.
I understand. I heard the story. Check it. We have to get
Roger that. It wasn't immediately clear which drugs Pfizer believed could do it. Analysts advised to take a couple of years to the company's drugs to. Okay, here's where we are. We don't need to go through the rest of this article. We're running out of time, and I recognize that. These companies either deliberately did this or were so reckless in their production of these drugs that they are now rampantly producing RCMs in our population, particularly in our youth. New Zealand is reporting enormous rates of these problems in young people.
Yes.
And we're seeing it here in the United States as well, and in other places. I'm losing words again. You need to finish this out because I'm going to do that.
Okay.
thing.
We've gone through all of these articles. A lot of them, or most of them, are relatively new. We have seen none of this on the media. It's not being covered on, by any of the major news sources that I can remember seeing. It's being suppressed by big tech. And I bet you they are all betting that they just hope everyone forgets about it and they can go on as business as usual. Well, it is our job to point out that no, we are never going to forget about this. I am going to continue monitoring this situation because, in my opinion, and my ESP is telling me this is going to get much worse. And when it happens to one of your children,
and it will.
Well, let's hope it doesn't.
I pray it doesn't.
I pray it doesn't happen. I'm not jinxing anyone. But listen, I always bet the numbers. That's why I'm still alive. And with the amount of poke and smokes, the lack of oversight, the lack of proper testing and research, it is a foregone conclusion that this is going to get real bad. And I hope I am wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But my gut is telling me I'm not.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.